children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and this week we have a Sagittarius new moon. I was reflecting on what I wanted to come up and present for our Sagittarius new moon, and I really get why in Scandinavian tradition, which most of our calendar was taken from them, that we practice now, but we're in the first stages of the new year, according to the Norse calendar, and that actually makes perfect sense when you think about it, because of the transformative nature that Scorpio season has for us, especially those of us who have been actively participating in our own growth, shadow work, lives. We really did go through some transformations. We experienced some deaths, and shit got real. Things went down, and we saw a lot of new faces attached to old faces, true faces. Some of them were kind of ugly. Some of them were not attractive, but they came out regardless from their transformation. Some of us rose as beasts. Some of us rose as better people. And how we acted and practiced during the explosiveness of the transformation, of the harsh switch up from frozen, solid, fixated Scorpio water energy into that fiery Sagittarius, it really activated something in all of us, and we started participating as new characters, as new people, after going through our chrysalis phase of Scorpio season. So it's all really very interesting. I feel like a lot of us got some new insights on how to better use our tools. Some of them utilize them as weapons. You know, you can do that. Some people didn't really learn anything at all. They weren't doing much. And you can do that too. But it's been interesting, and I think it's going to be an interesting set of reads. So let's get into it. Hey there, Scorpio. Okay. Sorry, I had a moment. You know those moments when it's just way too quiet and it doesn't make sense? Alright, we heard sounds, so things are probably okay, right? Okay, you're not going back in either. She's not going back in. She's pulled the cards. The cards have been dealt. We've seen too much. We know too much. You can't just pop that back into your brain and pretend that never happened. I don't know how, but all of that was correlated. Whatever exchange was extremely necessary. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I do know that I know exactly what's going on. And I can't unknow it. So let's see what came out. Face down, the devil is tangling with the Empress. Why? Why is this High Priestess just smirking at me like this? Just, what did you do? What's happening? Is this purely for amusement? For your amusement? For your entertainment? This showdown? This cage match? Let's see what happens when we put an Empress in the ring with the devil. make the popcorn, you get the sodas. Or watching. I feel like this is truly a caged match. Are we observing this representation battling with themselves? This is what you need to do. I don't know if this is like physically externally happening, but I think the idea and the concept here is for you to use this looking glass internally and put your Empress and your Devil in a cage match to see how this goes down. One of them's coming out. I mean, let's be real, they're both coming out alive, but one of them, like, the idea is that one of them will defeat the other one. This is true, like, dark versus dark. The light in the dark versus the dark in the dark, if that makes sense, because it's all like yin realm. It's all very yin realm and internal, your maternal, creative, and nurturing natures versus the hungry beast that lives inside of us. Can you tame the beast? If you're bringing in the Empress, I give you good odds. If you summon your internal Empress, if you summon your internal Empress, I almost said it again. Something with a prince. Okay. Anyways. Prince or prince? Like fingerprints? Or like a prince? You make sense out of that one. I got nothing for you. Anyways, taking your internal divine feminine, divine mother, divine nurturer, the one who loves and understands the dark. I always say the feminine doesn't fight the big bad monsters with guns and bombs and whatever a masculine would try to combat a demon with. The feminine way of controlling and containing a beast is a completely different approach. It's not about overpowering. It's about overloving, giving care, but also giving discipline, structures and boundaries within the dark and chaos, but also, again, not denying, denouncing, or discrediting any of those darker natures, because they exist for a reason, and the feminine understands that. And the feminine loves that beast for being so protective. We just gotta teach it how to protect you right. So do this. It looks nuts, but do it. This is exactly what I was talking about with this whole Scorpio transformation and Sagittarius burnout, evolution, level up stage. Someone's gonna win. Someone's gonna come out on top. Someone's gonna show face. goes. Did I just say? The feminine discipline and control. It's not about not picking your desires. It's not about not having what you want. It's about choosing the right thing and not overindulging in it. Whatever this devil represents for you, love, lust, drugs, money, fame, what have you, for you, wanting attention, wanting love, wanting physical affection is not bad. But knowing how to go about getting it and keeping it in an appropriate, disciplined, controlled, yet loving way, that's the exercise and practice here. The world is yours. We really can pick and choose and do whatever we want, no matter how good or ugly, and you're still going to be a people walking around on this earth. It's true. But having your own internal compass, having your own network and system, an understanding of how to care for yourself, for your beast, for your inner masculine, for your inner child, and for your inner feminine, and to do the best for the three living in the one. It's all about those boundaries. It's not about not having, and it's not about taking too much. Oh, what did he tell me? If you express your want, you will receive what you need. And we have to be okay with that as people. Express your want. Say what's on your heart. Say what you want. But know that what you will receive, and you will receive it, is going to be what you need. Whatever that means for you. Wise man told me that. Shout out Say Quarter. Ton of vision. Whatever you know him by. The power exchange that makes the world go round and turn. And there's our closer, folks. That's it. It's not an unjust and unfair payment or exchange of power that is happening or needs to happen. No, not everybody's going to feel great about it right now, but we can't always be happy and content. Ask for what you want, but you will receive what you need. And what you need is to keep this wheel turning. You need those negative impacts on your life to bombard you and push you in the right direction. Just like you need those kind and loving words of encouragement. You need support from both sides, your masculine and your feminine. And your feminine is calling right now to have a one-on-one sit down with that beast. Let's get our horses in order. Because we got a whole new world and a whole new chapter waiting to begin for us. And when it does, we want to make sure all of our wheels are round and all of our gears are turning. So let's go, Scorpio. Thank you. We'll see you next time.